All right, folks, I don't know what's happening with technical difficulties. If we didn't have a game that had technical difficulties, I wouldn't know what to do. So
I understand Matt Jones' frustration with technology.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean, gosh.
Well, I'll tell you a funny thing. You know, let's go watch his next play. Then I'll tell you about technology.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. What we got, Brandon? 2nd and 10. Okay, something's going
Almost
on.
an interception.
All week we've been
up
here
play.
practicing.
Yep.
All week I've signed on my laptop. All week we've done a live broadcast. Today I come in and run. Everything works perfect. 6th period. Come up here at game time. The laptop decides to do updates before we go on the air.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy luck, man. And you know, hey, we're at the mercy of it. I understand Matt Jones' frustration when he's like about to lose his mind. That's the way I feel. But hey, folks.
Here we go. Cody Nichols up the middle, high stepping, good tackle, got 5 yards, looks like. So we've got a 3rd and 5. Good run, soul man, or head and shoulders, whatever we want to call you.
He's all those things. Cody Nichols.
You know what it was? Phil Russell and a pop can shut us down, now that I think about it.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a mistake, fans, for me to put that on the air. James Murray takes the blame for that. My apologies. Pop can will never be on the air again.
Unbelievable. So here we go.
Fake to Cody, cuts back inside, sees the lane, and just makes it back to the line of scrimmage there. So, he thought he saw something there, and it's okay. They converged on him. So it looks like we're going to have to punt it right back. 3 and out.
Well, both defenses have made the adjustments here, and they got stopped. So Bryson's not.
We're at the 40, so we're Johnny Hines territory.
Hines is rolling the dice, isn't he?
The gambler, Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
He says it's time. Let's just go ahead.
Got to know when to hold them.
Lace them up.
And you got to know when to fold them. The gambler. No.
Here we go, Hollywood. Under center. Who's this going to?
Got a man in
Big
motion.
A leaking out. Nope, Big A's wide. It ain't going to Big A.
Duggar's looking to the right-hand side. Defense breaks down.
Got him. Coming back right there. Godby cutting back. Uh-oh. Cut back. Coming back. And he's,
oh my goodness.
Good thing that guy trailed the play. Number 3 saved a touchdown. Colin Tucker with a good open field tackle.
Big time
play.
But
the Smurf, he decided to call me Papa.
Oh,
I'm going.
Call me Big Papa. A Papa Smurf? Is that a Smurf?
Yes.
A Gargamel reference is what I was going to go for, but no, he doesn't fit that mold. Big time play right there. Going for it on 4th down. Keeping it alive. You got to love it. Fresh set of downs here. 3 minutes rolling down 6-6.
I think it should almost be required that every team goes for it on 4th down. Just gives you great field position every time.
Yeah.
Here we go. What's Hollywood going to do with this play? What's Johnny Hines called? Run and play. Number 33 is that Trey Hornsby. We want to go in. Got the corner. Looks like it's a touchdown. Trey, Night Ranger Hornsby.
Night Ranger. I love it. He's on the Night's watch.
Now let's see if we can get a PAT for the first one of the year. So on our home field. So we will see. It could be huge. You never know about extra points.
Big time play. Yeah. It's like that's what they're going to do. Yeah, 2 points means everything.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's throw the superintendent on the mic real quick. He's got to talk about these new fields that he's giving both schools.
Please, yeah, absolutely. Big time. Bring it on. We have, folks who are listening to Maroon Sports Network, we have Pulaski County's very own Mr. Patrick Richardson. Mr. Patrick Richardson, how are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
Doing great. We were just talking about when the game started, the unveiling of our Campus de la Beautiful with the unveiling of the turf. Mr. Richardson, I know there's a lot of people that just came through the gate tonight to just want to see this thing.
Yes.
I've followed the progress of this. We're so thankful. We're so blessed. Talk to us about this a little bit if you got some time here, if you can, and just talk to our Maroon faithful.
Absolutely. Well, we're all just totally excited about this. You're right. We've got a lot of people here tonight, I think, just to see the first game played on turf.
Yep.
We have a huge crowd here tonight. We still like a little bit of striping around our new track, so we've tried to keep everybody off of that tonight.
Yes.
So that we can get it painted before we start getting it a little bit dirty. So we appreciate everybody working with us on that. But it's been a great journey, and much overdue since the beginning of time. And so we're just glad that the board was forethinking enough to make it happen. and we're just really excited about what this is going to mean to our student athletes and our community.
Well, I've heard it said, and you can kind of feel this. It really does feel like it just changes the culture.
Yes.
By something like this. I know that sounds trite, and people think I'm full of it, but I honestly believe that it really does change the culture around this place.
Absolutely, and new track, new turf, got the lights that we installed last year.
Yes.
It's just this is probably going to be one of the premier venues in the state, especially in the region.
Absolutely.
So we're just excited that we were able to make it happen for our kids and for the community. And I see this as this is going to be great for our band competitions. It's going to be great for our track meets. It's for we can play soccer on it if the soccer team wants to play soccer on it. I know they prefer natural turf, and we've got them a field working on getting it in shape for them to be able to host district and regional tournaments. So it's just all coming together.
That's a lot of things going on. We know you're very busy, and it is an exciting time. So for you coming up here just to take the time to talk to us, we gratefully appreciate it,
Absolutely.
sir.
Thanks
you
for
so
the opportunity.
Much.
Good to see you.
Thank you, everybody. Mr. Richardson, Patrick Richardson, dropping in to say hello. You just never know who's going to stop in on Maroon Sports Network, and we'll talk to anybody here. So come up and say hello to us, just as long as we're not in the air. I can't really do a whole lot. We got James, my man James Murray's got a Mountain Dew in hand. 290 calories in that, James. That's
I'm missing my Dr. Pepper somehow or another. I don't know what happened.
We got to get the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, next week. So.
Mine's Coca-Cola.
Okay, dropping back, number 5. Antoine throws it down the field. Catch. Looks like a first down.
So what about Mr. Richardson stopping by to talk to us? That's just awesome. You just never know.
He's a great dude.
Never know who
will
will
stop.
Bus
ramp today, and somebody started out and worked his way up to Eubank and Southwestern and Central Office, and
doing it all.
I can't say enough about our administration from
Yeah,
top to
right.
bottom, but school system. Kevin Cook just took over the reins. Cody Wesley just come and slid in Kevin Cook's spot.
Yes,
Kevin
Mr.
took
Wesley
over
is now a part of the Maroon family,
Hey,
and
we
Mr.
we
Cook.
love some Cody Wesley,
Yes, we do.
but we
Got to
love
give
all
a
three
shout out
administrators.
again to everybody that's up here in the booth with us. I mean, it is just awesome. We've got students galore up here. Pulaski County's best. Landon Stykes, Sam Dalton, Miss Ella Roberts is joining us. We got Bradley Merritt holding it down behind the camera so everybody can get a good look. We're just excited. We're having fun. We're just up here hanging
Brad's
out.
already got comments on his camera work too.
Really? Has he
Yes,
really?
yes.
Well, wow. Stunning shots and
But
cinematography.
44, James brand new just broke through for that
James
tackle, so-
brand new. Yeah, I got to focus on the players and stop talking here. So, yeah, we got Antoine Dunford for the Cards, now taking the snap. He drops back. Here's the pressure as it breaks down. He rolls right, lets it go.
Oh, beautiful
Perfect.
pass. Wow, that was
In
beautiful.
double coverage, too. That was a wonderful shot downfield.
Trying to figure out what number just made that catch.
Tommy needs to come up here.
Okay, so that's tough.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the number on that in
I don't know
Wayne
if it's
County.
36 or 38. I'm blind
Yeah.
anymore. It could have been 39. I don't know.
If it was 34, it was Wendell Hicks, but I'm pretty sure.
All right, here
catch
we
Caden
go.
Phillips.
First and 10, Wayne County driving at the 24-yard line. Antoine drops back, looking to run, and he is wrapped up. Looks like it's number 20 running over there for the sideline. So that's
Big
gonna be
hit there on the
Bradley
sidelines.
Sharp. I don't know Bradley Sharp, but I'll have to get to know him.
Looking sharp.
Maybe
Wayne
it's number
County's
50.
got a
Number
pretty
50
good-looking
instead of
drive
number
here to
20. Maybe
match.
that's Leighton Abbott right there. Maybe that was
Leighton Abbott.
Rocky.
All over the place. 2nd and 10 for the Cards. 40 seconds rolling down here to the end of the first quarter, and it's been jam-packed with action. 13-6 Maroon so far. Cards looking to now take care of this on the 26, I believe. No, I'm sorry, the 32.
2nd and 12 from the 25,
I was
Brendan.
way off.
Yes, you got the quarterback on the 32 or on the 30. Timeout, Wayne County. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pulaski County Maroons up 13-6.
Yep.
So
It's
next
about
thing we're going to have to get Matt Cook back up here.
Yes.
We're going to get Maddox back up on the
Maddox
broadcast
call some
sometime
games,
because
yeah.
Maddox loves being on the booth, so he's got his dad's personality. So we'll have to
Well,
work
it's
on that
about
sometime.
105 degrees up here in the box. It's got to be 115 on the field because of the way the turf is. It's hotter than Hades.
I thought we had
should have
some air
talked.
in here earlier.
Maybe I should have talked about Patrick Richardson about getting an air conditioner in here. What is going on? Satan has set up shop in here. We're bathing in our sweat. We got Brian Abner over here. He's trying to figure it out, making some calls on the AC. I hope it cools down. But, folks, it's just because it's so hot on the field, what's happening with both teams. It's electrifying. The energy with both teams well coached. As you can see, James, that pops out.
Hey, our producer wants to try a sound effect.
A sound effect?
Let's try a sound effect.
Is it someone screaming or me complaining? Is that a sound?
I think it's a laugh track. So we're going to see.
It's a laugh track.
Oh, I don't know. We've got
A
to
drum roll.
go. He said, tell a joke, and he's got a little punchline.
That would freak me out if it was like a sitcom and we talked and there was a choir of laughs. I always thought that was strange when I was a kid.
We'll break out for special effects next week. You know, we'll get a little.
Oh, applause meter. All right, Antoine Dunford with the ball. Drops back. He's going to let it go.
Oh, coming over. Interception.
Picked off.
Number 30 brings it up.
He's going to go, baby.
Down the sideline,
and he's gone.
Taking it to the house.
He's not going to be caught.
Sander Simpson again?
I believe.
Number 30 is all over the place. 100 yards.
Going up and making it happen.
Interception return.
Look what he's met by with it. That is awesome.
Wow. He just took it away from him.
Godby with the high five. See, Godby is Coach Godby for the Maroons is taking over coaching the secondary. You ain't going to get much over the top.
101 official yards on the TD return. Right there. Hey, Brandon.
Breaking history.
We probably have our defensive player of the game in the first quarter.
That's awesome.
Unless somebody steps up bigger than that, that's my early vote.
Coming out party for that young man. That was huge. And you know what? Antoine Dunford, we've given a lot of compliments about one thing that you could say about him, Card Faithful, is that ball just stays in the air way too long. He's got to get that quick snap release. He's a very talented player, and who am I? I'm not a football coach, but he's got to work on that. Very talented player, but clearly that ball hung up there. Wasn't going to happen again as Simpson takes it all the way to the house for a pick six.
Ethan Idlewind kicking for us. So let's go ahead and see if we get 2 in a row. And it's up, and it is. That has to be good.
Good. Missing the kicking expertise from Jackson McAlpin, a legend also for the Maroons, a fantastic field goal or kicker, all-around purpose kicker for the Maroons.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
We give up 6 points, put up 20 in a row.
There you go.
Belfry gave up 14, put up
34 in a row.
So this team has got the word spurtability that we're going to use a lot this season. So I'm enjoying that. Brendan Foster, fans have to be excited. 20-6. Bad news about number 30, Sander Simpson. He's going to go right back on defense.
Yeah. Here you go, yeah.
You don't get a breather.
Well, he might say, you know what, I'm ready to go again. Let's do it again. So, Cards, Antoine Dunford's going to have to shake off the turnover and try to keep it together for them before this gets out of hand. But, again, we'll say it again, a wonderful turnout on the Wayne County side, bringing it out on the visitor section. It's jam-packed over there. There's even folks standing. So Wayne County, one thing you can say about them, you can say a lot about them, but they travel and they love their team.
Here we go. Ethan kicks off good and deep all the way down to the 7-yard line. Wayne County's returning it straight up field, and he is tackled at the 27-yard line. Looks like that's Brady Kane's back in, ain't he? Number 2 on the tackle.
Brady Kane is back. It looks like the doctors gave him the green light. Probably just got his wind taken out of him, got his bell rung a little bit because, man.
I'm glad to see him out on the field, so that's big time to have him out there. 15.4 seconds left in the first quarter. 20-6. Wayne County has the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line.
Pretty good. Pretty good spot here, and the Cards are going to try to see if they can shake off that last turnover here. Dunford with the ball. Hands it off to his running back who runs up the middle.
Number
Not much there.
with the first hit, so Ethan Idlewind, our kicker's coming up there and making some stops. So Ethan's having a good defensive game so far.
That is Nathaniel Sullivan, a 5'8", 150-pound running back, sophomore for the Cards. Met with the wall of Jericho.
Looks like that's going to be the end of the first quarter with us up 20-6. Let's go ahead and get ready to thank one of our sponsors. Brendan, we're going to throw up an image here, and let's just talk a little bit. You go ahead and give us the rundown on Sports Den and how good Gary Sewell is.
Sports Den and Gary Sewell has all of your sporting needs. You need it. They're open on Saturdays. They're open on the weekdays. Sports Den off 27. Go there for all of your sporting good needs. Gary Sewell has hooked us up with some swag and some gear that we wear. The shirt that you're wearing right now, those wonderful pullover jackets that we wore for the basketball games.
That I have
they are
in my closet.
Fantastic, and I love the things that they do for our teams, our local teams.
I just felt air conditioning. Keep going.
Oh, I do. I feel something. Wayne County even travels for their sporting needs for Sports Den, so they work for the Tri-City area, all through the region. So Sports Den, Gary Sewell, we love and is a fellow fan.
Don't give your money online. Don't buy from Dunham's. Let's go to Sports Den. Let's support the guy that supports the local teams.
Yes.
He supports Somerset, Southwestern, probably McCreary Central, Wayne County, like you said, Tri-County.
Right.
Gary Sewell's going to hook you up. Matter of fact, I had one of the moms told me, actually it was Phil Russell's wife. Remember Tracy?
Tracy, yeah.
She just got her brand new Chandler Godby jersey for tonight. Remember that?
Yes, she did. She said she was wearing it especially. I love that, too. Getting a Chandler Godby Maroons jersey made. It's awesome. Where else can you do it other than Sports Den? Here's Antoine Dumford.
Yep.
Snaps
looking
it.
deep. Got him. He's wide open. He's got
wow.
Overshot.
Overshot him the wrong shoulder.
Wrong shoulder.
He had a lot of real estate.
If that was there in stride, he's gaining 50 yards.
A better looking throw than his last interception on Antoine. A good looking shot there down the field that's clearly showing, look, we're going to take our shots here. They're here to compete.
We've got to figure out how they're streaking wide open past our corners or safeties or whatever it is.
Blowing by us.
That's 2 or 3 times now that play has been there.
Clearly they're picking on somebody. And that's coaching. They saw something in the scouting report that they wanted to work on. I see Caden Phillips' name on the Wayne County roster. He's a guy that we saw on the basketball side.
Penalty. Is it going to be Wayne's first, or is it ours again? I'm going to vote.
It's on Wayne County.
Delay of game.
Delay
of game.
Bring the cards
clock
back
hit
5
0
yards.
before they snapped it. You don't see that very often.
11:54 to go in the second quarter. 20-6 Maroons. Wayne County with the ball. Move back to about the 25.
So now it's 3rd and 12 instead of 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
That does change the way you run your offense.
Brandon,
here.
Look how beautiful that cloud is up there to our left. We might put it on the camera here in a
the
few
shot
minutes.
right here of the valley here where our field is. It's beautiful in sun setting.
Okay, handout up the middle. Looks like he gets about 6 yards back. There's the cloud our cameraman showing us we're bragging on, so thank you, Brad. So fans, yes, that's what we're seeing from the booth. So nobody's probably interested in that, but I thought it was pretty neat. So here we go, 4th down and probably 7 yards. Looks like Wayne County's going to bring in their punt crew.
No, we saw the name Caden Phillips as I looked on the roster. Their father is a legend in the 12th region in basketball for the Cards. David Phillips.
Is that the 8th grader that's now a freshman?
Yeah.
Oh
He's
gosh,
definitely going
put
to
up 2,000
he's
plus
going to
points
definitely
for
make an
maybe
impact.
3,000. Here we go, going, okay.
And if he's anything like his dad.
That punt was almost hit the fans over. It is. It's in the stadium. The one in the 3rd row got it from Wayne County.
And he's anything like his dad, who went on to play for the Chattanooga Moccasins, who played in the Sweet 16. David Phillips. Shout out to David Phillips and his dad Hardin. Karen Phillips, beautiful family, wonderful family. From Wayne County. It wouldn't shock me if they were here. I have no doubt that they would probably be over there.
So did they literally punt the ball 0 yards? We're getting it at the 37-yard line.
Wow, unbelievable. Wow, now it's
I know it was shanked, but I thought it got a little bit of yards.
Seems like Uncle Mo has switched back over to the Maroon side as Wayne County is.
I'm going to say it's Harris Denmeyer time.
You've
heard it here.
I've heard
it's
about
Harris.
his huge summer that he had. So, yeah, let's see it.
Drop back, looking, hand it off, fake, and here we go.
Nice
Number 16,
shot down the.
Got him, bingo,
Boom.
right in stride. Duggar is pumped up with the fist down there. Chandler Godby in
see that
stride.
cannon? You see that shot down the field by Duggar? That is big time. That was like, man, catch and shoot. I love it.
Listen, you do not cover Smurf one-on-one. If I've learned that already, you bring that safety over for that side, and you make somebody. I called the wrong one. I said Denmeyer.
Any man whose nickname is Smurf, you better believe there's something. You don't put double coverage on him right now. Change the way that we will run our offense. See who else we can go to.
Lucas Reynolds says he's watching the network, looking really good. He misses it. Lucas was one of the original Maroon Sports Network.
Yes, he
Lucas,
was.
we miss you as well. So thank you for watching it.
Put in Maroon Sports Network Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's an original, Lucas Reynolds. getting things done, hopefully academically on the college side.
27 in a row, Brendan. I mean, well, you and I are pretty happy dudes up here right now with a 27-0 run.
27-6 after Antoine Dunford led the Cards in the opening drive. Looked like Wayne County was coming out ready to play. Man, a couple of defensive stops, a few mistakes. It switched the pendulum over to Pulaski County side. But have no fear, Wayne County being well coached. Second-year coach Tyler Guffey. The Cards taking over after big shoes to fill after Sean Thompson hangs it up for the Cards. No doubt, I'll mention it again, no doubt this Wayne County fan base believes that in 2013 and 14 that is their state title. Weird things happened. A ice storm blew through. The weather was horrific in Bowling Green. The Card faithful traveled up to see a state championship. Final score against Belfry was 3-0. It was heartbreak city because the very next night's games on Saturday was absolutely gorgeous.
Did you already tell the story about it being in the hands?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So the shot was taken into the end zone to Perkins, the receiver at the time, who did it all for the Cards. A breakout player, my cousin, I think. Yeah, we're related.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Goes into his hands.
My cousin.
And drops it. It would have won the game. It would have won the game. But anyway, it was Cards fans had to swallow sadness, drive home, and think, what if?
I would pull for Wayne County any day.
Any day over Belfry.
I mean, as long as they're not playing Pulaski, I can pull for Wayne for sure. So dropping back, looking, Antoine looking, 44, throws it out of bounds and just decides, let's just go ahead and go to the next down. So that's probably a good play.
Good decision there by the Cards there. And, of course, Pulaski is now making the stops, and they're all over the field, James.
I wonder if Casey and Abney's listening tonight or if he's got his
there's a name.
You name your son Carson,
yes,
and then Carson is now the quarterback of the Washington Commanders.
The
so
Commanders?
Do you switch teams now that you're Colts
Is that
fan?
really their name?
Yes.
The Commanders?
The Commanders.
Man, why shouldn't we have not had a competition to try to figure out a better name than the Commanders? I mean, really open it up and say anything but the Commanders. But anyway, hey, I've been told by sources.
Pass to the side, got pushed in the back,
and he's down.
Yes.
Been told by sources that our very own Superintendent Patrick Richardson might be a Washington Commanders fan.
Is
that true?
Ramp. It is true.
Wow. Well, am I allowed to say back when we were the Redskins?
Sheila Elmore said that the cloud looked really great. It even shows that beautiful cloud. Well, thank you so much, Sheila. We know she's watching like always.
Love Miss Elmore, always. And Luke Elmore, her son.
Oh, Casey said go Colts. Okay, he's listening.
Go Colts. Well, there you go. Of course, he has Mr. Nabnett thinking about you this evening, sir.
Dropping back, going deep. It looks like can he get there? Oh,
and he got it.
And he called it. Heck, nope. Wow, okay, right on top of it. Must have come
Wayne
out, bounced
County
in his arms to come right back up. But
saying
that was
we're
a shot.
host. I think I see Shannon Hutchinson on the Wayne County sideline scrolling. I'm pretty sure that might be him over there. His son, who is coaching football, got some football genes. Love Shannon Hutchinson.
Good point. They already moved the chains on an incomplete pass.
Wow, that looked like he caught it. I don't know, unless they said he bobbled it going under. I'm going to trust their perspective.
Thing we need, if central office is listening, we need the ability for instant replay.
We need the video boards. Probably not quite as elaborate as
Pepsi's getting us new scoreboards.
Are they really?
Yes.
With digital screens?
Yes.
Wow.
Look here, Officer Wesley's in the background.
Officer Wesley is here. We love Officer.
The best SRO
let's give
in
it
the
up
state
for
of Kentucky.
Let's give it up for our SRO that we have at Pulaski County Schools.
We just got the best initials. Sheila's the best back, BAC, and he's the best SRO.
SRO. And let's just talk about Officer Wesley.
I'm the best STC.
Not only is he here
You're not going to comment on that.
No, I'm going
to.
You are the best STC. Okay. But I'm talking about Officer Wesley here for a second because we don't get a chance to. Officer Wesley not only shows up every day and serves our kids in his role as SRO, he comes in the classrooms, he provides opportunities for them to do hands-on projects when really any other time you would say, look, I'm not going to do this. And then let's go beyond that. Outside of his job, we know Officer Wesley is a family man. What do we got here?
Time out. I had a fantasy football draft, and Tom Brady sent me a picture of his little son that he put
Wow.
on his shoulders, and he paraded
What
around.
does it say?
So, actually, Casey, the kind-hearted he is,
He looks
gave that
happy.
to Jimmy Dale's son, Coop, and he went ahead and
Wow.
autographed it for him. Father and son autograph. Special deal. I mean, it's big time. And so you guys see it now. He is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. He may say Colts, but now that proves his daddy's packing him around.
I know about Mr. Nabnet's autograph collection.
Yes.
He never told me about this one.
All right, back on the game. Punts it away. Sander wide left. And that might have netted 5 yards
Wow.
for Wayne County.
Wow. That's another bad punt. But no, let's go back to Officer Wesley. He's up here. He's serving our kids in all facets, and he has a wonderful family. He's a family man. He loves his wife. He loves his kids. I mean, what better example do you want in our hallways other than with what we got with Officer Wesley?
I want him to love you and I a little more.
He does. He does. I know he does.
He wanted to give me a fist bump coming down the hallway. No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
busy. He's a busy man.
He is. He does a great job. He is very active, and he doesn't stay locked in his room. He's always
No, that's
doing
one
something.
thing you
And he
say
goes in the
about-
classrooms.
Yes,
he
he
loves
does.
going in the classrooms.
He's that's what I love about it, and kids can approach him. They can talk to him. He's very personable. That goes a long way. And folks,
Here we go. Hollywood dropping back. A little dump
Oh,
pass. Number 14
nice pass.
coming across through there. Who is 14? I've got to get my names in here. Zach Anderson.
Zach Anderson,
Get your
freshman,
smoke on.
Freshman.
We just said that. Zach,
Josh
get your
Anderson,
smoke on, Anderson.
not to be confused with the Major League Baseball player Josh Anderson, the other major leaguer,
the
Josh
Major
Anderson,
League pork
the
daddy.
pork daddy.
Yeah, he's getting
yes.
out of it now.
Yeah.
He's in crane and
Yeah.
boom. He's booming in his crane business.
Is he really?
But, I hate that he's given up, but I understand. He spent so many hours doing that.
Zach?
It's a shame he didn't do one Get Your Smoke On spread for Maroon
Oh.
Sports Network before he retired.
That is true.
Can we bring you out, Josh, just one time?
Well, oh man, here we go. Bryson takes a hit. Probably tried to force it there. It's good that he held on to it.
Coach Miller has sent me something. What's Coach Miller
First
sending me
and
right
10 here with the ball
here? A good picture for
on the, it looks like the 16. Second and 15.
Okay,
At the 19 with 9 minutes, 14 seconds left to go. 27-6. It's been all Maroons after that first drive by the Cards. Bryson Duggar really settling in, looking like a player tonight for the Maroons.
Draws back, rolling to his left, cuts back. Oh, good juke right there.
Oh,
Juked him out of
nice.
his wheels, and
He's
he's
in.
in.
Nice
he just
run by
goes
Bryson.
ahead. That number 12 must be special. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned Casey and Abnett, and number 12, and number 12 scores. How
That
ironic
is
that?
unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is great. Great decision there by Bryson. What you can
Carson Wentz would have never made that decision.
say, Carson went. Bryson has been so composed tonight. You know, the thing about him is when he settles in, he's a fine player, but since the get-go, he's really made some good decisions tonight, not tried to force the action. That right there is a prime example. He decided to tuck and run when all of his options were checked down. Great run by the star right there. Good run by Bryson Duggar. My neighbor.
Good run
Bryson
by
Duggar.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
So you live in Beverly Hills.
I live in.
Wow, I did not
I
know that.
live in Beverly Hills.
Rodeo
I'm not
Drive.
making that kind
I
of money.
did not know that.
I'm
Wow.
not making that
Man,
kind of
I need
money.
to become a biology teacher. I
Oh,
need to switch,
listen,
switch careers.
I'm just trying to gather the scraps at the end of the table.
And it is barely through, but we'll
Is
take
that
it.
out of wine again?
Out of wine again, yes.
The golden
No.
toe?
Mr. Mounts, they said. Bryson
Mr.
Mounts.
Mounts.
was the
Bryson
kicker.
Mounts.
We are on pace for about 96 right here if I do the math.
Wow.
And if
That's
unless, I had Casey Nabnett do the math, and he would say we're on pace for 36 or something.
Wow.
But
he's the math teacher.
Hey.
I love it.
got to give him a hard time. He finished 12th of 12 in our fantasy league last year.
Now,
so
is Mr.
12 of
Nabnett
12.
joining the fantasy league this year? Is he playing with
Please,
you guys?
yes. We almost agreed to pay his entry fee if he'll play.
Oh.
Because we just know that
Is he
it's an
thinking
extra
about
spot.
bowing out?
Probably not. No, heck no.
He knows the game too well, man. I can't say
Well,
it.
let's
As busy
not
as he
say
is,
that.
I would say.
Let's not say that.
Well, didn't he carry the belt one year?
He
I remember
did.
him.
He did. There was one fluke year. The stars aligned up.
It was the Ric
perfectly,
Flair belt, too.
But he was a great champ. I will say that. He did take it to assemblies. He did have it in his
He
office.
had it in his office, yeah.
Yeah, until it got stolen one day out of his office. So there's still a mystery behind that. Who had the keys to his office? So,
It's just one of those things we'll chalk up. How they built the pyramids, who shot JFK, Who had the keys to Mr. Inhabit's office? No.
Let's give a shout out to my other son that's in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Newport News.
What's he
Hagen
doing there?
Hubbard is watching Maroon Sports Network
Hagen
on
Hubbard.
one screen and NFL preseason on the second screen.
Wow, what
he has
a-
2 screens set up for his Friday night.
Wow.
So-
And it looks like they're playing New York, and he has strong feelings about New York, it appears. I don't know if we can say over the radio waves or YouTube waves, whatever this wave is here.
Man, we brought the fans everything this first half. We've already
Yes.
brought them pop can. We brought them a couple poolside video shots. We
been
brought them
exciting.
Casey and Tom.
We had our SRO show up. We had our superintendent show up. It's been great. It's been a great night.
Halftime's going to be fun.
Halftime is gonna be
We got a
fun.
legend coming in. We're kicking off this year with a bang. It's going to be hard to get better than our next guest, but we got
Yeah.
several lined up this
And he-
year that's going to be amazing, and you don't want to miss halftime.
Well, we had a legend drop by just before we started, and he was saying, I missed this, and you could just see it in his eyes.
Mr.
How
Ryan Dye,
Mr.
Rambo,
Rambo,
yes, sir.
Ryan
One of
Dye,
our favorites,
yeah.
number 7, right?
He's grown up on us, and he is
Haircut.
And here's the thing: because of Officer Wesley, you remember the conversation he told us?
Yes.
He is wanting to join the KSP. True. He's wanting to go through school and become
Please,
a Kentucky
please.
State police officer.
Give me and Brendan Foster a
Yes.
security guard where if we get
So
a
you
speeding
think
ticket.
you think people don't make an impact in what they are? That changed that man's trajectory altogether. It really did. So we're proud of Rambo.
Yes,
and
we are.
I hope he's going to serve the Commonwealth well. And
Here we go.
Godspeed to him.
3rd and 1. Quarterback keeper coming up in the backfield, cuts the outside, big
Oh,
lane.
Antoine
Good
Dupper
tackle
gets
for
drugged
number
down by.
26. Cody Nichols
Sleeve?
makes the tackle.
He's a fine football player, and he's definitely a fine basketball player. Antoine Dupper for the Cards. He's made some bad
I
decisions.
don't know if I
tonight.
like the comment. If you called me, "Hey James, you're fine."
Hey James,
I'd rather be good.
Better
or
be good.
Great or very good.
He's growing.
Fine,
You
you're
can tell
fine.
he's still a young man. Antoine.
He's fine. He's just good enough.
Antoine's a
He's fine.
sophomore, so
Well, he's got
I mean,
all
gosh,
kinds of
we're
time.
going
He's
to
gonna put
see.
some stats up for sure.
Yeah, we're going to see
Dropping
him
back,
do some
rolling
great
to his
things.
left, throws it. Good throw to the outside. Caught by
takes-
number 16. Big tackle by number 10. Jericho.
The wall
Dixon.
of Jericho. Friday night is Jericho. He's all over the place. You're going to have to talk about that play last week from my man Jericho.
Number 10, I see you. We're in class. The picture on Facebook, I should have put it on the screen, but he lays out just perfectly, and you see the fingertips barely
Yeah.
go ahead. And supposedly the coaches said he pinned it against the punter's foot.
Wow.
So then it rolls out, and Connor Hayes is ready to pick it up for a touchdown. The punter hits him from behind, so then Jericho picks it up.
Picks
runs
it
in
up and
gets a
scores
touchdown.
at Belfry.
Oh, big tackle right there. 23 slowed him down, and it looks like 50, Leighton absent. Aiden Wesley, first one there to deter him.
It pretty
looks
much-
like Leighton Abbott wrapped
Leighton
him up
Abbott,
and finished
my
it.
man, there he is.
So Rocky with the tackle.
But pretty much ruined the weekend because that play, James, you just described, sealed it at Belfry last week. It was amazing. Everybody's
The
still
coaching
talking
staff
about
said
it.
that's when they knew they'd won the game. Once we went up 34
It's
to
going to go
14.
down in the books just like for Wayne County. Everybody's talking in 1987 when Jim Daniel broke the run. Jim Daniels, the running back for the Cards, is now a preacher in Wayne County, and he was once a
Here we
history
go.
teacher.
Got some pressure going deep again. Can we get there? We've got 2 of them going up. And, looks like number 16, Chandler Gobby, was there. Good defensive back play by their wide receiver to take that away from Chandler Gobby.
Man.
So, but Chandler was there.
It's like they're ready to take a shot.
Okay, looks like it's 4th and 11. Brandon, here before long, they're going to have to start taking some gambles because 34-6. You give us
Yeah.
the ball right back, we
Gets
hang
out of
up a
hand.
40-pack on you or a 50-pack before
Yeah,
half.
That's going to get out of hand pretty quick. When you're seeing some young guys get some reps right now, you just mentioned Zach Anderson on that last drive. It's a chance to let some of these guys come in and shine. That's the future of the Maroon squad here.
Here we go. Got some pressure. Takes up through the middle. And 23.
Antoine
Big A's got
takes a
him.
hit.
Takes him down for the sack.
Aiden
Maroons will take over at the
Wesley.
50-yard line.
Getting it done offensively tonight, getting it done to turn the Cards over. Aiden Wesley. That is senior leadership right there at its best.
Brandon Foster, I think I'm going to do a little mic handoff time and rest this beautiful voice of mine and get
Yeah, those
prepared for the
vocal
second
cords.
half. And
Yep.
it's time to bring in my protege.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, my man Dalton?
Your man Dalton.
Is
I
it
think
the
it's
man
time to
Dalton?
give him a little bit of airtime.
Some things we got to talk. Put him on here. We got to talk about the
EKU, the
that
Cats, football.
stupid music of Jack Harlow.
Okay,
we got to talk about
do
that.
it. I'm going to
No,
tag
just
out.
kidding.
Let's bring in Dalton Murray. And
Dalton
let's,
Murray and
I'll
James
get
is
ready
going to
for
go
the
get his
halftime
throat
transition.
coat for a second, and we got my man Dalton going to switch hit right here for a second here, and we got 5 minutes 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Hey, I
34
just got a
to
fist
6.
bump from Jeff Litton. I'm ready to go.
You got a
son.
fist bump from Jeff Litton.
Yes,
Here's
sir.
Bryson
Look at
Duggar
this
again.
shot right here.
Oh, had him.
Little too much right
Yeah.
there.
Same play that we scored on last time.
Too
Going
much
one-on-one.
arm from Bryson Duggar. You got to reel it in a little bit.
Yep. So, Dalton, we got to talk about your review. You got to participate and go to Nashville, Tennessee, to the SummerSlam event held by WWE. We'll get your thoughts on that here in a second. We're going to get now to 2nd and 10 for the Maroons, as Duggar has had quite the night, as well as many others.
Duggar looks a lot better than the last time
his
we were in this
decision-making,
booth right here.
He's poised, looks good tonight. Good to see the young man.
The last time we were together in the booth with some controversy, we set the booth on fire last time. So.
You know, I can't recall.
No.
I'm just blessed that they would have me back and do this
Just
because.
glad we got invited back.
Oh goodness, was that the Southwestern game? Or?
No, that was Lincoln County basketball.
Oh, Lincoln County basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
forgot about that. That was another controversy in itself. Seems like everywhere we go,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
never
that's what we
wise to
do.
put us by the visiting crowd. Like that's
No,
not. We
that's
don't have
probably
headphones.
not the best idea, but we don't care.
We're having to scream over the gym noise.
But
There's the takedown.
we like playing the hill every now and then.
It was
we-
fun though. I mean, wow. Well, that's gonna cause me to
First
grieve
down,
again.
Pulaski County.
First down, Pulaski County as they move to the 38. The ball spotted on the 38 here with 5 minutes. Clock is running. 34 to 6 Maroons. Looking to expand.
One thing
upon
I
that.
noticed over here, look at that offensive line. They are some hogs right
They're
there.
hard
on
to
that-
get-
on
they're
that
hard to
front
deal with,
line right
man.
there.
Here's the running back for Maroons here. He's going to carry it, and that's Trey Hornsby. Ice Trey Hornsby.
And I mean, look at Trey right there. He don't really look like a running back. He looks more like a
Looks
fullback.
like a fullback.
but he
He's
can
got
run.
no
He's
neck.
got wheels.
Just hard to bring down. Coach Hines experimenting a little bit with this playbook here, rolling guys out in some different sets.
Hollywood's the only guy on the field that's not big. You know, he's kind of skinny,
Yeah.
but that makes him shifty.
Yeah. But like you said,
It-
he's poised. He's making good decisions tonight for the Maroons. Changes the way you play.
Fake. He's got Oh, look
Looks
at
like
him.
he
He gets
stumbled a
away
little
from the
bit.
pressure, stiff arm. And here's
There's
a
the flag.
flag.
Let's see what the call is here. And it's probably going to be on the Maroons. And
see
we
right
got
there,
holding on the Maroons is the call. And now it's going to move us back to where we were on the 31, and that's going to bring us back. So, yeah, it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of infraction. So, brings it back to the Wayne County 49. That is second down in Wayne County right now.
There's a 10-yard penalty that really brought Pulaski back like 21 yards.
Actually,
right
we'll
there.
say it's second down in the Doughboy from Wayne County.
Second and 23.
Yeah, 23.
Wow, second and
Now that changes what you call now.
all right.
Duggar rolls out
Duggar
to the right, lets it
rolls
go,
out, steps up in the
and it's
pocket.
caught. Gain some of that back. Zach
That-
Anderson, again, the freshman for the Maroons, showing
Getting
out
his
here
smoke
tonight.
on.
Getting his smoke on. Yeah, that's going to be his nickname now. I have no doubt. 3rd and
What?
9. So it was second in the Doughboy from Wayne County, and now is 3rd and 9. It's feasible, and Coach Hines loves to go for it on 4th down. So we'll see what the call is here. Duggar looking sharp right there on that rollout.
Second and Wayne County Pool Hall.
Wayne
Turned
County
into
ball.
3rd
Here's the
and 9.
turn. He's going to get the first down and then some. Out of bounds. That's number 26 for the Maroons, Cody Nichols.
That's impressive to go from 2nd and 23 to first down.
Cody
You don't even need
Nichols.
4th down.
Getting it
So,
done.
The Maroons definitely have the ability to
Senior
churn up
bringing
some
it.
field. And now Duggar's on the sideline here.
God be giving the high five to Nichols in approval. Offense is showing out tonight for
Here we
the
go,
Maroons.
Wildcat formation directly to Hornsby.
And
but
we got
a
another flag.
here.
3 minutes
Running
here.
our JoJo Kemp offense.
JoJo Camp, yeah. Oh, goodness.
Carried.
Well, we got the Cats
Kentucky to
getting ready.
victory.
We got to talk Cats, man, and all
We
the
have
drama
to.
going on with what in the heck is going on with Coach Cal. I mean, it hurts my soul to say this, but the guy is, here we are trying to forget the nightmare of a season we had last year in hoops, and he starts picking on our football team. Like, what was he thinking?
Hey, I'm of the belief that that gave the football team motivation. The football team has always performed better when they were doubted or when they had a chip
Well,
on their shoulder.
listen,
So if that's the chip they need, then whatever.
That's true. Listen, I love Cal, but look, he's got to stop with the excuses. We've been getting our butts kicked for the last several years, and he's the man in charge, and he's no longer the Godfather Don, and I want that back.
But
and I want the
luckily,
excuses to stop.
Before we have to worry about that, we got Will Levis.
Will Levis,
And we
that's
got
right.
the football program.
Oh, here he's still up on his feet, carries it to the 1-yard
throw.
line.
Godby said he wanted the first touchdown. I
man.
didn't think he meant he wanted the first
Yeah,
4 or 5
yeah.
touchdowns.
He's getting it done tonight.
Papa Smurf
Papa
is
Smurf.
making his presence felt on this turf tonight.
Oh, goodness. They got the ball spotted on the 2-yard line. It's 2 minutes and 38 seconds, 34-6 Maroons, and they're looking to add
Going
to
back
that. Here,
in
here's
the
the
Wildcat
snap.
from Hornsby,
Up
and
the
he's
middle is
in
Trey
there
Hornsby.
easily.
And he's in. Great call by the Maroons there. Just to drive it down the Cards' throats for another 6.
40 unanswered points.
40 after that first drive that was remarkable by the Cards,
Yeah,
looking like they're here to
It looked
send a
like we
message.
were in for a ball game here, but Pulaski County has just took the air out of the Cardinals, just like Kentucky's going to do against Louisville football and basketball.
The light
just
show
whip
is
up on the Cardinals.
in full effect right here for the Card faithful to see and Maroon faithful.
That's why you cheer for both Pulaski County and Kentucky. They just beat
That's
the
right.
Cardinals.
That's
I mean,
right.
Plain
Just
and
beat
simple.
the Dirty Birds. Well, anyway, yeah, there's a lot to talk about that. But, yeah, the Wildcat schedule, I don't know. Dalton, there's a lot of questions for the Kentucky Wildcat football team that it just makes me a little nervous. I think we may have to temper some expectations, but maybe, hey, look, I trust our coaches. They know better than I do. That second game staring at you at the Swamp, man, that's just a tough – that place is just a bear in itself. So to go ahead and try to write that down as a win, I can't. I've seen a lot of heartbreak my entire life, even though things different now.
And
now,
you don't have your starting running back, your guy
That-
waiting to
that-
break the
that
all-time
place swallows you,
rushing
man.
yardage.
That's just a tough place to play. But
Record.
look, don't get me wrong. I want us to go down there and beat the Gators. But that's
I'm
asking a lot.
I'm thinking a 9-3 is what I'm thinking.
9-3.
9-3
Wow.
is what
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking.
you got them beating who? Ole Miss.
Well, I think that they'll lose to Georgia.
Yeah, though, no question.
I
At
think-
Tennessee is tough. Oh,
I think. Look
oh
at
wow.
here over here.
Look
we
like
had-
some extracurriculars.
Yeah, number 51 just laid right on top of.
Look like number
Right
51
laid-
for the Cards getting into it.
He laid right on top of James Brand New right there, and about 3 flags came in.
James was not having it either. Let me see who that is for the Card faithful.
51, whoever that is, he just earned some penalty flags for Wayne County.
Looks like Bailey Jones, a junior for the Cards. Wasn't pretty right there.
Well,
James
you
let him know he
you're
wasn't
getting,
having
You're
it.
getting beat 41-6. You're probably going to be a little mad.
Holding against Wayne County.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have called
Should've
that
been a-
holding.
should've
It
been a
looked more
personal
like
foul.
Laying or I don't know what that was.
Our
I
Stripes
don't
have
think
a-
I've ever seen that on a football
Stripes
field.
have a tough job. It's a hard job. It's a thankless job, but they just don't have it together here tonight. They've been all over the place. But even on the Wayne County side, you should be frustrated. I'm pretty sure they caught that ball that Dunford threw in the first quarter that was a 30-yard gain that they ruled.
Yeah, I don't quite know how that was incomplete.
That hosed them.
Luckily, that went in the Maroons' favor.
It did go in the Maroons' favor.
Maybe it shouldn't
I'm
have
biased,
went to the
but
Maroons'
listen,
favor.
I could see that he clearly caught it for the Cards.
But anyways, I think Kentucky's going to lose to Georgia.
Definitely.
And no matter how much better of a team I think that we have than Tennessee,
we always
Tracy
lose to
Russell,
Tennessee.
if you're listening, please cover your ears.
Yeah.
I'm just never going to pick Kentucky to beat Tennessee until they prove to me that they can do it consistently.
At Ole Miss in the Grove, you got to think that's a loss.
I think it'll be one of Florida or Ole Miss.
We'll always drop something weird happens with Mississippi State.
Yeah,
They've always got our
that's
number.
True.
I don't know.
They usually just
then if
lay
you lose
a
at
weird
Florida,
egg.
If
Every
you lose
now
at
and then.
Florida, I mean, there's another one. I don't mark that down as a guarantee. I just don't. It's tough.
No, you
It's a
can't
tough place.
beat Florida, twice since I've been alive.
Right.
So you can't just mark
In
that
my
down
lifetime.
as a victory.
Right, yeah.
No
And they
matter
got a
the
new coach, I
circumstance.
know, brand new scheme, everything's going on. Mr. Napier, I believe, Coach Napier.
Tennessee the same way, probably only beat them twice in my lifetime.
Right.
So you can't just mark that down as a win.
Many times we should have beaten them that I've seen in my life and did not.
And another thing that surprised me, this is the 15th all-time meeting between PC and Wayne County. That felt extremely low.
15th?
That's what our man.
A lot of history.
That's what our man Brian Abner said.
Wow.
I thought it was way more than
Yeah.
15.
Well, I recall in the 90s when pep rallies at Wayne County for the PC game and looked like.
But you never went to a Wayne County pep.
I went
You
to Wayne County.
Monticello.
I went to Wayne County up to my 7th grade year.
Okay,
transferred to the
gotcha.
Monticello. I was baptized in the blue and white from my 8th grade on to senior year when I graduated.
Gotcha.
Proud to be a Monticello alum. I'm not a Wayne County alum.
What
I
was
don't
Monticello?
care
What was that mascot?
the Monticello Trojans.
Trojans,
The Trojans of
okay.
Monticello. But now, since schools have consolidated, they say it's Wayne County. But I don't play those games. It's just too tough sometimes to talk about. I miss the school. I wish it was still there, but
I mean, sometimes you can dispute things. Like Louisville, they say that they have a national championship that nobody else seems to be able to
2013.
recall. So I don't know.
Oh, goodness. Well, look, they've done some sweet things to try to, ease that. They've had Monticello nights and things. But when the first thing you do when the transition happens is you go in there with paint and change the colors in that gym, I'm sorry, I got a problem with that.
It's just sickening.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, and I know you got to move on. It's a tough decision. I get it. But I just got a huge problem with that. I don't know. It's always going to be home.
When you go from blue and white to red.
Yeah,
and
don't.
And you use Louisville's logo on top of it.
I don't know. And now if you want to recognize past graduating classes, you got to walk out on the Wayne County field. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Would you just decline your invitation if that was the case?
I have, and I'm not. I can't do that, and I'm sorry. People probably beg to differ on that. Say I need to get over it, have a hard heart. I know. I love Wayne County. I love Coach Woods. I mean, the guy is.
Yeah, Coach Woods is awesome.
He's the man, and I love everything about else. My man Shannon Hutchinson gave a shout out to him. He completed his master's. Posted this morning. Super proud of that guy. Dude, you can't talk about Wayne County sports without mentioning Shannon Hutchinson. And I'm pretty sure he's on the sidelines over there.
Well, luckily you are Maroon now, so you don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, and Maroons adopted me. There was a chance I could have worked for Wayne County at one time. Interviewed there. They chose not to go with me, and so.
Blessing in disguise.
Right. It was a blessing, and I always.
I see a legend right behind me right here. I can't wait for this halftime
We have a
interview
legend
right here.
indeed that is with us. Folks, stick around at halftime with a minute left. We will unveil who that is. We've got a lot to talk about, and I'm so excited that he's here. But Murray worked this out.
Oh, since I wasn't in on the first quarter, we're going to go back to something here.
Okay, yeah.
You think Mr. Bullock's lemonade is better than Coke even?
Yes, I will say it.
Now that's
listen,
saying something.
I heard a lot about Mr. Bullock's lemonade. He even had a conversation with me about it, how he is a vendor and at the local events here, and it's a hot commodity. It goes like hotcakes, but it's not hotcakes. It's lemonade. He brought it out last year, a year at this time, for the teacher tailgate, Dalton. Before I came up here, I grabbed a glass. Honestly, I've been thinking about it ever since. And I haven't been out to make it to the Summer Nights Cruise to buy it. I need to. And, folks, that is something to stand in line for. It is worth getting. Mr.
Well, that's
Bullock,
saying something, because of all the time I've known you, I think
love
I've
Coca-Cola.
only
That's my
ever
weakness.
seen you drink Coke.
I know, you're right, and I love Coke. I'm out right now. I need another one. But Mr. Bullock's lemonade is it. I would gladly quit my addiction of Coca-Cola for Mr. Bullock's lemonade. It's the best.
Look here, we just, we had a friendly fire tackle right there trying to get Antoine. He was a little bit too fast. We ended up getting our own guy there.
Wayne
Leighton
County
Abbott
now.
laid out one of our own, but thankfully I think he's all right.
Wayne County now.
That's the only way you can bring Xander Simpson down, is if his own guy, Leighton Abbott, gets a hold of him.
I mean, what can you say about Leighton Abbott? I mean, my
What can you
gosh,
say
the
about
guy had
Xander
20,
Simpson?
he had 21 tackles at Belfry last week.
That's insane.
That's
right there.
just insane.
That's being involved.
There was
every
things
play.
that happened in that game, Dalton, that is legendary, that I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have seen.
I wish it would have been here.
Yeah.
So here we go. Brady Kane on the tackle there.
If I'm being honest with you, I had it up on my computer last week, and we were down 14-0. Clock was striking around 9:45 at night. I got up, Dalton. I took my face away from it. I got a text from your dad saying, looks like a strong outing. And all the text said was 34-14, and I thought, oh, so we got 2 touchdowns. No, come to find out, it was us stomping Belfry. It was us on top 34-14. I quickly tuned back in and thought, what have I missed?
Yeah, I wish we had that picture. Phil Russell put it on Facebook of that blocked punt. That
insane.
was
like
that
going
was
up there
insane.
and ruin like a packed house, over 2,000 people in attendance there that tailgated all day long, ready for football, and they all left mad.
I
Like,
mean,
isn't
that's
awesome?
all I heard was how good Belfry was, and that PC was going to start 0-1.
Defending state champs coming back. You know, we talked about Belfry in the Wayne County game. What should have been in 2013-14 for the state championship is Wayne County and Belfry for the title. Final score 3-0.
What a
It
barn
was
burner.
horrible conditions to play in. It was the ground was frozen. It was sub-zero temperatures. The wind was cutting people in two. It started snowing and raining. It was
I'm
awful.
surprised they even got a field goal in those conditions.
Well, they had a chance, and the ball was in the hands for the winning touchdown.
Here we
and
go,
he
another
dropped it.
sack right here. Ball comes out, but it's probably after he hit the ground.
James New
Brand new sack. Right
getting
there.
it done.
We got
Almost causing the turnover.
16.7 seconds left. 4th down and 10.
Folks, in 16 seconds, be ready for an Allie Steele interview on the sideline with Coach Hines on the field. Don't want to miss it. And then stay tuned for our guest that we have that's going to be joining us, a Maroons legend. He's back. He's playing college football, and he's going to fill us in on what life has been like since leaving the program. And we're going to catch up with him, so stick around if you want to find out who that is. Dalton, I'm excited to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you,
Been a
actually.
while,
How have
brother.
you been?
I've been great. Me and Nikkei got moved in together up in Richmond.
Okay. Oh, in Richmond?
Yep.
Richmond,
got my
Kentucky?
Second week of classes done
Okay.
yesterday.
So you're a colonel now.
I'm Colonel, roll Kearns.
Well, there you go. My alma mater.
We do wear the same colors now. I
It
am
was
Maroon
hard, I
now,
know, because you're a Southwestern grad. So
But now I'm Maroon. Go Big E.
I love it, man. Gosh, everybody's getting baptized in the maroon and white. So I'm hashing out my deep sorrows about Monticello and Wayne County up here, reliving the glory days. Everybody's
the
still
glory
talking.
days are now. Look at that.
The glory
turf.
days are now. The turf is
Look
out.
at these
Wayne
lights.
County Maroons
Here we
playing
go,
it
4th
tonight on
down.
the turf.
Antoine
Dunford,
is
nice little run.
Going to be short of the
Good
first
stop.
down marker.
10 seconds. Josh Bells with the stop there. Or Jay Bells, I'm sorry. 41-6. After our interview with Coach Hines on the field, folks, before we get to our Maroon Legends interview, we will show you a new clip that Maroon Sports Network has been working on the week called Maroon Minute. with my man Kanan Cundiff, I believe, who's leading that.
It's kind of like James knew. It's a brand new.
It's a brand new
Maroon
day, baby. Yeah, so a lot of coverage for you guys to get to enjoy here, and you're actually still here listening after our me and Dalton bringing you the hits here. It's been a lot of fun tonight.
I can't believe we went from Brady taking that shot down 6-0.
It
looked
were
awful,
all
and then now
cards.
we've just peeled off 41 in a row
41
and take a knee
unanswered.
into a 41-6 halftime lead here at PC.
Folks,
Field.
we're going to have the halftime interview right now. Stick around.
Somerset Community College.
All right, Coach, so how did you think that first half of the game went?
Well, it's a really good first half. I thought defensively we did a good job after we made some mistakes very early on and gave them that first touchdown, but bounced back and played well. I think our offense is executing pretty well, so if we can continue to do those things we need to do, it might be a big win.
All righty, good luck on the second half. Back up to the booth.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Maroon Minute. We're here with our offensive skill players, our lovely offensive skill players, and we're going to be asking them a couple questions.
But first, I think that we should, before we start, introduce ourselves a little bit. So if you guys just want to say your names.
Bryson Duggar, quarterback. Jalen Woolridge, wide receiver. Barrick Williams, wide receiver. AKA the Winter Soldier.
Chandler Godby, wide receiver.
Aiden Wesley, tight end.
Cody Nichols, running back. Zach Anderson, tight end.
Harris Denmeyer, wide receiver.
Always lovely to see you, Harris. First question is, what artist or song are we listening to for our pregame hype?
If we're in pregame, I definitely got to listen to some Rihanna. It's probably S&M.
Hard.
Chief Keef.
Solid.
Can't go wrong with Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA.
Facts.
I'm going to have to go to Disturbia by Rihanna. She's the GOAT.
That's a good one.
Literally anything but Sturgill Simpson.
I just like silence. Just whatever's going on, honestly. I ain't got no favorites.
Young Dolph.
So, before a game, what would you guys say your favorite pregame meal would be?
If I had to pick a pregame meal, it would probably be Fazoli's because you can't go wrong with spaghetti before a game.
Chicken tenders and fries.
I'm going to have to say probably either Fazoli's or maybe some Chick-fil-A because you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
I'm going to have to go with chicken teriyaki and rice from Wasabi.
Really anything is fine as long as Sturgill Simpson's not playing in the background.
I'd go with Chick-fil-A. I'm going to have to go with Fazoli's, chicken Alfredo.
Like a good 6-inch sub from Subway.
That was a good one, Harris. Next question. Describe the amazing, fantastic Coach Russell in one word.
There's too many words to describe him, but I'd probably say unique.
Chill.
He's a beast.
I'm going to go with short.
Sturgill Simpson.
I'm going to have to go with like a pop can shape. I'm definitely going to have to say a legend.
Goat. Cannon, I want to know what you would describe Coach Russell in one word.
Feet.
Feet.
All right, this next question is going to go mainly towards our seniors. What would you say your favorite high school memory would be?
Probably beating Southwestern sophomore year.
I'm going to have to say probably the time I hurdled a kid against sophomore year.
I'm going to have to go with when we played South Laurel at home last year. Everyone scored, and everyone was just having a good time.
Just sitting in the locker room, not listening to Sturgill Simpson.
I'm going to have to go with beating Southwestern.
Good suggestions, guys. this is going to wrap it up with Maroon Minute. Definitely no playing Sergil Simpson at halftime from what I've gathered from the football team. Back to you all.
We are back. Halftime. Maroons up 41-6, but we are joined now for our Maroons Legend segment. James pulled all the strings, and we brought him in. We went heavy. A Maroon legend, Mr. Wiley Kane, is joining us. Wiley, first off, man, talk to us. How are you?
I'm doing great. Feel great. Hey, I had the 3-hour drive down here, but, you know, when Brady texted me and said, you know, Mr. Murray and Mr. Foister want you to come and do the halftime show, I was like, well, I got to do it. I mean, I'll do whatever I got to do to get there. So that's why I'm here.
Brady, Wiley, talking about Brady because he was on my mind in the first quarter. Wiley, we got a lot to talk to you about tonight because there's some stuff we're going to drop on you. It's going to be a lot of fun. So here, James, I'm going to pass it over to you.
All right, so we elevated that. Wiley, I interviewed Coach Hines this week, and Coach Hines said, let me tell you about Wiley Kane. He said he was a terrific player. He was fun to coach. He was a great leader, and he was something special. So this is coming from the old ball coach. He's number 2 in all-time passing yards, but he has the most yards and completions and yards in a season. He also is number 1 in attempts in his career. He's number 6 all-time in the state of Kentucky. So we got 2 quarterbacks in the top 6 all-time. So you talk about something special in this program. He's number 2 in completions in a season. He is number 9 in yards in a season. He said a funny story. I didn't tell Foister this. He said Wiley Kane may be a little OCD because every day in practice he would get out some dummy pads, and Wiley would have to put them all in the same direction. And so one day in practice he knew this, and he had a face, and he put 5 in a pile, and he went in and turned a couple of upside down because he knew Wiley couldn't stand it in practice, so he'd have to turn them all around before he could do the drill. So that was funny from Coach Hines. But Wiley Kane, you are definitely a legend, man. It was so much fun watching you play, and I mean, you balled out here, man. You stood deep in the pocket. You were like John Elway to me, and you had a cannon. You had an arm. You were a great leader. You know, you're probably the best student athlete we've ever had as far as AP grades and all the classes you've taken. You didn't take any PI classes, and you are truly a legend in our minds. And thank you for coming on the air tonight.
Well, thanks. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that one up. I'm like blushing over here. The story with Coach Hines is 100% true. I still do it in college. The other day, it's so funny that you mentioned that story. Literally the other day, we're in training camp, and one of the other quarterbacks, he put 2 pads out. I had already put 2 out. I'd put them out one way, and then he put the other 2 out the opposite way. I said, Clay, what are you doing? You can see that they're this way. Why are you putting them the other way? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but no, it was a lot of fun. My high school career was, you know, there's nothing like Friday Night Lights. I mean, I play in college, and I was even saying, you know, over on the sideline, I was sitting there, I was like, man, I miss this. Like, I wouldn't trade anything for where I'm at now. You know, I'm really happy. I'm living out my dream, but it's like, man, I miss being a Maroon. I miss being, you know, the Friday Night Lights. And you talk about all those seasons, man, that senior season was fun. I would say when you were talking about the 300 and something completions in a season, that was really cool. I still got the ball. I still got the ball that they gave me after, but yeah, that was awesome. I don't know how I'm supposed to cover that. Who am I handing the mic to? This is Foister's mic.
All right, so Brady, gosh, I keep doing that. Wiley. Shame on me. Wiley, last night, James and I were around the coaches, and we were just asking, all right, talk to us about players that you all have coached without hesitation. One of our coaches stood up and said, out of my 19 years of coaching KSAA football, seeing a lot of players come through here, hands down, the best performance of football I've ever seen on a Friday night. 2018, Southwestern at Southwestern. They're 8-0. PC's going in 6-2. And your performance, he said, was bar none. How you carved them apart, led that game. James, I'm not embellishing. Those were his words. Hands down, the best performance he has seen in Friday night when we go in there and we were supposed to lose. Not under your watch. Talk to me about that.
I'm red right now. Wow. Yeah, that is still to this day. I was talking to Barrick on the field, actually. I said, to this day, that is my favorite memory of a high school game. Because, you know, we go in, right, and it's, you know, they're supposed to beat us by 30-something points. I think the consensus was like 28 or something like that. We're 6-2. They're 8-0. You know, they're riding high, all that stuff. They're going to be state champions or whatever every year, right? And so we go down there, and it's 14-7 at halftime. They're beating us. They got a quick 14 on us. They got 14 up. They were up 14-0, and then they never scored again. And so they were up 14-0. We go down and we score. They left Trey Griffith. They left Trey wide open in the back of the end zone for 7 points. It was amazing. So then in consecutive drives, the last two, third quarter one drive and then fourth quarter another drive, we had a 94-yard drive and a 97-yard drive back-to-back to score 2 touchdowns in a row. So we went 94 to tie the game, 14-14. Then we went 97 to win the game. So if we're talking about that night, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the fact that Jake Sloan made the best catch I think I've ever seen. I said this must have been a night that lives on in nightmares, because Southwestern thinks they got the game in hand, right? Because it's 14-4. It's 4th down and 12, right? And we're on like the 30-something yard line. It's 4th and 12. Jake Sloan runs his famous comeback and go that he never beat anybody deep on, because, Jake, you're slow. But see, he was always open though, right? So he ran his comeback and go, and he had JP Vaught on him. So JP, the track star, you know, he's not gonna outrun JP. Let's be fair to Jake there, right? So I throw the ball back, kind of like a back shoulder, and Jake makes the best catch I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it's the coolest okay, the second coolest football picture. We'll get to the coolest one, but it's the coolest football picture I think I've seen. Jake laying out sideways with 1 foot on the ground. I mean, the catch was immaculate. On 4th and 12, he catches a 25-yard pass. So now we're on the 8-yard line. And then me, who everybody knows can't run, right? The Southwestern, I can't run. I've thrown the ball all night. I think I had like 370 yards that night or something. The only reason I remember that specifically is because it was Southwestern. It was very important to me. But so I dropped back. We called all go. And then just a lane opened up. And I was like, I think we're going to run it in here. And then to everybody's surprise, mine included, I got all the way to the end zone without anybody tackling me, jumped in, and that's the coolest thing. I've got the video on my phone. I got pictures of me coming up like flexing, feeling real big. Like after that, I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. It was great. Like the video, my favorite video is me like coming off at halftime, and Trey coming up and like tackling me from the side, and like we got like 87 people. It was amazing. And then we beat them again in the region championship game, district and region championship game, 2-0 against the Warriors that year. I'm glad you gave me a chance to plug that. But no, I thank you to whoever said that was the best performance they've seen, because that was my favorite game all time. I mean, that was my favorite to this day. I mean, there have been some college games I played in. My first college touchdown pass was amazing, but that game still has a special place in my heart. Hopefully, I'm going to make a couple memories in college this year that'll tie on a bit.
I have no doubt.
We're coming to rapid close, but before I get you to sign your picture, so we'll need something to write on. We're going to get you autographed, put you up on the Wall of Fame, so we need you up there with all them. You know, there's the one I need. Hey, will you give him one of the folders to write on? So I need there we go, perfect. So let's go and get our man's signature up here. You know, Forster, we probably need one of these for a classroom too, man, because we're just getting on the wall. Once you and I leave Maroon Sports Network, we're done for, because we got all the signatures up there. But this is so awesome, getting our main man to sign this. You know, before we let you go, we're about ready to get back to the second half. Tell us what you would have given to have turf, lights, and Maroon Sports Network running the show for you, so you could go back and look at the game at Southwestern and have it on YouTube for the rest of your life.
I'll tell you what, Coach. I would have given my left pinky finger for sure. I would have given Brady's firstborn kid, and I don't know, a couple other things like definitely my first nephew, all that good stuff. But yeah, no, you see, I mean, you got the Maroon Sports Network. I'm going to be watching it in Michigan. I'm going to be in Northwood, Michigan next week watching you guys. And I get to watch my brother's senior season, and that's something I'm so thankful for, you guys putting this up, watching my brother's senior season.
Well, Wally, let me just say, you've done fantastic things while you were Maroon. You will always forever be a Maroon. You're doing fantastic things with Kentucky Wesleyan. He's a med student. He's going to be a orthopedic surgeon, no doubt in my mind. You have a wonderful family. Your mother loves you. Your grandmother who's here tonight loves you. You have a wonderful Aunt Stephanie Likens who loves you. I walk at night. I saw him playing catch with his brother this summer. All right. Thank you, Wally, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we are going to cut to a commercial break. Folks, hang on.
Boys, let's talk about something that Kevin Cook wants to institute in here. So if I can get my main man over here, we'll start ready to throw some pictures. Putting the lights off, ready to get the broadcast back going again. And here we go. Let's see if we can get it up here on the screen. He's trying to find it. One of the things Kevin Cook wants to do is to make sure that all the community service we do in the building gets recognized, because he knows what all the clubs and the sports do for community service, Brandon. So this past week we had a couple clubs went and do some different things.
Yeah.
The first picture is FBLA, which me and Mr. Deaton sponsor. So this week they decided to do a chili dog luncheon. They raised $260 because they learned that Knott County ATC and Buckhorn lost everything, and we're going to send a check for $130 to both schools.